Oops. Hello everyone, welcome. Welcome. Let me turn that connection off there. Ah, there we go. Hi, it's been a minute, huh? Hello, let me scroll up. Welcome in, Sour Sweets, Cowled One, Narp, Serendipia Gaming, Octave, Obscure Mango, Haddock. Welcome in, everyone! Welcome! And thank you for the resub Wavy for 40 months and Auntie for 31 months. That is really sweet. Especially since I've not been online much, so I appreciate that you guys resubbed. Thank you. Hi! I might sound a little nasally because I don't think I'm sick, but yeah, I don't think it's sick. I just think I've been blowing my nose a lot, so I apologize in advance. And thanks for the head pats. Welcome, guys. Welcome. It's been a minute. I was on a trip, and it was really fun. Had a good time, but I was away for 3 weeks for the trip, and then we all got sick. So we're like, ah, fuck. Guys, today no bully, only head pats and Octave. 275 days. Thank you so much. That's insane. I had to keep some of my favorite emotes. I'm glad you enjoyed the emotes. I gotta make some more. I'm slowly getting back into the groove of things. The time difference really threw me for a loop. My dumbass was like, it's not that bad. Yeah, no, I don't know what I was thinking. There was I went to Japan, and there was a 16-hour difference, and I was like, technically, it's like, yes, it's the next day over, but it's not gonna be as crazy. Also, Nebula, welcome in. No. I way underestimated the time difference. Oh my god. Ikavo, thank you for the 33 months. Welcome in. Hi. It's good to see you all again. You're completely thrown right off. Yes, I am. I'm totally thrown off. But for a good reason, right? I love traveling. I'm glad I'm able to get back into it, especially for not being able to for so long because my health was all wacky. Still wacky, but like a manageable wacky, I would say. The sunlight is your friend fighting chat. Yes. Thankfully, there's plenty of sun. The crazy thing is I've been back for like 2 weeks? 2-ish weeks, and I'm still like not sleeping until like 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm like going to bed really late and waking up really late too. But I'll get turned around completely. You know, it's summertime here pretty much. We have gotten some nice weather though the past few days. It's not been scorching hot, so I knew your time's 8 behind me and Japan is 8 ahead, so yeah, very, very different. But it was a dream come true, so worth it. 100% worth it. My poor mom though, so we all got sick on the trip because my dad was sick right before, and we're like, you're gonna go get seen, you're gonna check if you're contagious and whatnot, you know, poor dad. And then he got my mom and I sick on the trip. And so, you know what, it happens, right? We still did stuff, we still had fun. And then my poor mom, because right as we got back, she got hit with bronchitis. It's like, give my mom a break. Thankfully she's also doing better, but she still got that cough. You guys might hear it in the background, but don't be alarmed. She's just coughing out some stuff. Bronchitis is not fun. Oof. I think I've got all of the plugins that I normally do for stream. I got their stream avatars up, got the chat up. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Yukika, welcome in. Hi. You know, switching sleep schedules for a trip to Japan wouldn't be hard. Granted, I work night shifts on weekends. See, that's what I was thinking, Caldwin. I was like, okay, it's 16 hours ahead, so you've already got the 12-hour difference. But the additional 4 hours kind of make it to where it's not too different, it's just the next day over. So like, instead of it being afternoon for me, it would be evening or whatever. Or maybe it's backwards. But no, I underestimated it. And thanks for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. How is everyone doing? Yes! How have you guys been? Taking good care of yourselves, I hope. I know the feeling. I got sick twice while traveling. Once the first time I traveled years ago, and once when we had a family gathering in France. My mom's first time traveling. Ah! I hope you had fun in France. I am doing, honestly, that's a mood. This is the first stream this year I've caught. Yay! Welcome, welcome. There's not been a ton, but you know, I do what I can. I think that's just the mentality of this year. Doing what I can. Job searching for a full-time job. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Been a bit of mental struggle? I hear ya, I hear ya. France was cool. I prefer the smaller cities. Everyone smokes. Yes! I went to France 2018? I think that was when I went. And yeah, they are smokers. And they also like to set fire to things when they're mad. There was a place we were gonna go in France, and we couldn't because they were having a protest there. Setting stuff on fire. We're like, okay. It's like your break here. Yeah, I'm officially more blind. New glasses. I got a big award thingy, which I get to go to a ceremony April next year. Congrats! Oh my gosh. Man, I make 18 an hour and we're 24 hours a week. Night shift hits like a... Oh my god. You are much stronger than I am. I don't know if I could do that. Okay. I'm gonna try to mute myself when I need to cough, so you guys don't have to hear it. Okay. I get to meet the king/royal family. Dang! Look at you go! That's incredible. Yeah, you'll hear some stories that they learned it from other countries, but in truth, the French were always big crazier than others. They literally had the biggest revolution, so... Like, the job is so easy. I just read a CNC mill, that's it. I actually don't know what that is. Let me... Oh! I got you now. Okay. See, every time I stream, I learn something new with you guys. And I like that. Wolfen, hi, welcome in. Holy smokes, Nyx is live. I am live. I am live. Thank you so much for the 40 months. I really appreciate it. And like I was saying earlier, you guys do not have to keep your subs, especially if, you know, I'm not streaming as much. If you guys want to use that $5 to $7 elsewhere for a different streamer that's more consistent, absolutely go do it, okay? Because I understand I'm not up as much as I should be. Don't need a degree for it either. France seems like my country with fire. 3D printed stuff, but for metals. Yeah! Quick, Umbreon or Espeon? Pick one of them. Umbreon. Also, welcome in, Dynamo, from the YouTube side. Welcome. I ended up being able to acquire a Grail watch for my birthday. Oh, nice! Nice, I'm glad you got something. I was trying to be super basic, but your sub stays, you aren't getting rid of me easily. I get it, but also I also understand if you guys want to put your hard-earned money elsewhere, because it's already nice that you do that in the first place. Hello, welcome in. So, I believe, are my stream titles the same across the platforms? Hi, Tiny Waldo, welcome in. I should be drawing Johto Pokemon on both streams. Yeah. Let's draw Johto. Hopefully the YouTube title says the same thing. I think it does. Oh my god, Waldo! We found him! Fair fun fact, people are 3D printing houses. You know what? I'm not surprised. Nice option. If you are on the Umbreon side, the night sky has your back. Hell yeah. But if I did that, I couldn't just wiggle in chats when I don't feel like saying hi. Yeah, but 3D printed houses don't stand the test of time at all. I heard they crack and have issues. Yeah, it says the same on YouTube. Sweet. So, I've got some brain cells working. I'm not completely, you know, out of them. I've seen, like, Amazon is selling houses. I think Costco is starting to sell little houses. I gotta fact check myself on that. I'm going to Amazon real quick. Because I think Amazon selling little houses has been a thing for a little bit. House. Backyard discovery. They're giving me... They gave me the... In the top search on for house in Amazon, it gave me, the DVD from the show House. Home Depot is selling them too now? Shit. Costco? Yeah, Costco! Jumanji Costco. I don't get the reference, I'm afraid, but I go to Costco. I saw videos on those Scamazon houses. They aren't very good. Not really. There's a whole market for temporary houses, usually ones meant to be moved into a more permanent residence. House is great. My mom used to watch the show a lot when I was younger, growing up. And it kind of scared me a bit, because I'm like, oh my god, it's like all the worst case scenarios are playing with the patients, because they're supposed to have like really rare conditions. It's like, oh no. Nox, I got a VTuber artist you can target for art fight. Throw it in the Discord. Hell yeah. Art fight. That's in a few months, isn't it? What, May, June? Yeah, in like 2 months. I've been doing art fight for a very long time. Am I even signed in? It's been a minute since I've checked art fight. I am signed in. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is gonna be my 9th year. Where in Discord? You can put it in the art share, because it's a fellow artist. Also, fun fact, the song for the opening... Oh my god, the song in the opening for House is one of my favorite songs of all time. Sweet! I've not seen that show in a hot minute. Yeah, another year of art fight fun times, especially tagging you. I've always loved art fight. It's a great way to get inspired, draw other people's characters, get some artwork for your own characters. It's an art gifting game for the unacquainted. Happens every July. It's fun. Trailer houses, 3D printed ones, usually meant as temp homes. In fact, it's so common some HOAs have rules against them on the plots. Fucking course HOAs. Oh man. Speaking of that, somewhat adjacent, we're trying to get new mail keys because ours finally bit the dust, and we went to the post office because post office owns a lot of the boxes here, and we're like, all right, we need a new mail key, and we show them our mail key, and it's so old, it's like 25 years old. They're like, that's not a mail key. I'm like, what do you mean? This is our mail key. What unlocks our mail? They're like, that's not a mail key. And we're like, I assure you, this is a fucking mail key. And we need new ones because these ones are so old and they're not really opening our box very well. We were sent to a different post office to have the same exact dialogue. Like, nope, this isn't a mail key. You need a locksmith to change your box. And we're like, a locksmith? But don't you guys own it? Isn't it illegal for us to hire someone to change locks on a box that you own? So we call the locksmith. They're like, oh yeah, we can do that for you. A few days later, they call, actually it's illegal for us because the post office owns your box. Motherfucker. That's why we went to the post office. Thankfully, I think we've got it sorted now. I think they're gonna come change the lock and we'll get our new keys. But we don't have an HOA. And they're like, oh, you need to contact your HOA about this. It's like, we don't have one. My neighborhood, I don't know if it had one when it was first built and then switched over, but ever since we've been there, there's not been one. Nice username. Welcome in, thank you for following. Your mailbox is locked by a mail lock. To open it, we will use another mail lock. Pretty much. Alright, thank you for posting that in the Discord. Thank you so much. I'm gonna divide y'all by 0. Okay. I think we've been yapping at the start of the stream, catching up a bit. We'll continue to catch up and all of that. What would you rather? Uh-oh. Would you rather question. Your neighbor has forced their 3D imprinted home in your neighborhood and has the good... What's a... okay, I'm not gonna ask that question. I don't know. I don't know. Let's switch over to art and I'll get some background music playing. We're going to do a chill vibes today. Here we go. Let me... When are you going to the Pokemon Center? So fun fact, I got to go to a bunch of Pokemon Centers. My heart is full. But, you know, I want to see what they asked. They asked about a goon flag. I don't know what a goon flag is. And it might be bordering the safe for work thing. So I'm just going to leave it as that. When will you be going to the Pokemon Center? Yes, so I went to some in Japan and I was really happy. I might have bought way too many plushies. Just, you know, just maybe a bit too much. I might have a little basket of them just sitting in my room because they don't have a proper home yet. Your heart may be full, but the pocket monster addiction is never satisfied. Did you find some plushie? Yes! So, in Japan, every Pokemon Center has their own exclusive Pikachu that you can bring home. Oh my god, I'm already getting sidetracked. I'm gonna look them up for you. Pikachu Pokemon Center exclusives. Let me pull up a photo. This is not my photo, by the way. This is someone else's photo. I'm just screenshotting it so I can show you guys in my art program. But because they are exclusives, they tend to sell out, so I didn't get exclusives from everyone. But here's a lot of them. Here's a lot of the exclusives. Collecting evidence, of course. Japan is nice in some ways, glad. Yeah, okay, so there are Pokemon suitcases in Japan. So my goal was I was gonna buy one of those as a souvenir anyway. So I was like, that'll be perfect. So I'll buy a Pokemon suitcase and put my plushies in it, and that'll be my souvenir bag. I had to buy two. There was a bit too many souvenirs. Oops. But now I have two Pokemon suitcases that I'm gonna take to my conventions and stuff. Put my artwork in, so it's gonna have a purpose over time. Getting it out of the way so she can actually lock in later. So these are a lot of the exclusives. I'll circle the ones that I snagged because there's a lot. Your neighbor is an AI, bro! Oh my gosh, I don't want AI bros! Okay, so in terms of these guys, unfortunately, I was there when the really sad event took place at the one Pokemon Center where the lady lost her life. So these three were not available to me because the Pokemon Center and the shop was closed. These were not available either because of that. Which, hey, you know what? I'm glad they're prioritizing the mental health of everyone, you know, because that was just not cool what happened. So I got this one, the Sakura Pikachu over here. Most of the things I found when I searched it was a bunch of flags. Oh, fun! I got the conductor Pikachus from the Pokemon store. In Tokyo Station, there's a whole character street. So think about like Pokemon, Sanrio, Miffy, those very popular characters. There's a whole street of them in the station of their shops that you can buy from. And because they're in the train station, a lot of them have special conductors as plushies. Sanrio, yeah, I might have done some damage at Sanrio as well. Cinema Roll, yes. But I also found my new favorite Sanrio character. I love this guy, and once you see him, you'll understand. He is the best. I love him. I'm gonna show you a plush of him. Oh, why is everything a web file? No. Although he's kind of hard to see against the white background. I'll show you guys this one. I'll show you. Look at him! It's not cinema roll. No, no. This is Hanamaru Obake. He is a little ghost, and I love him. I found this in Japan. I was like, who is this? Because it was in the Sanrio store, and I'm like, I don't recognize this guy. But I love him. He's my son. Hi, Astro. Welcome in. Of course, Astro comes in right as I'm talking about my new Sanrio obsession. He is adorable. So, I'm voting for him in the character, like the character polls. I'm like, yes, get my boy up there. He is 3 years old. Yes, he was created in, what, 2023? Yeah, so he's a newer Sanrio, but we love him. He's adorable, and I might have to make some merch of him because I don't see anything from him in the West, so I might have to make it myself. But Astro, I was talking about some Pikachu exclusives because one of you guys asked about special plushies you can only get in Japan, and here are some of them. Like these two right here, the Ninja Pikachu and this, I forget the proper name for him. These were sold out, so I could not get those. But the Sky Tree one, I did get him. He was my first Pokemon Center. Was the one in Sky Tree, which is really awesome. Yoink, yeah. So a lot of these are in a basket, like a laundry basket on the floor, because I don't know where I'm going to put them yet. But that's okay, because we're going to figure it out. I will find the spot. But then, when you go to the English Pokemon Center online, all of the life-size Eevees are in stock. They restocked them. That's tempting. I don't have room for it, though. I imagine Japanese shops have a special place to put all the scalpers. I don't know if I saw any, to be honest. At this point, the Pikachus are going to be in their own spot. Oh, they will. They're going to have their own spot. I don't know if I want to clear a shelf I already have or buy a new shelf and hang it up somewhere. Because when it comes to exclusives, it's almost always a Pikachu. Sometimes there's another Pokemon featured with it. Like, there's a Pokemon Center near the bay that has this Pikachu. But they also they also have an exclusive with Ampharos on it. So you have Pikachu riding the Ampharos. And that's an exclusive as well, but typically it's only Pikachu. Fuck it, new hammock. I still have the hammock above my head. It has not fallen on me yet. But I should probably go through and clean them. It's been a minute. My whole room's a disaster right now. It is such a disaster. But you guys came for some Pokemon art, right? I drew this last night as a warm-up. Chikorita, because we've drawn all the first 151 Pokemon. Those have been done. I think I have about a week and a half left of posts for the time lapses that you guys are gonna see. But then we're on to Johto, so I drew Chikorita last night. I kind of accidentally made her fat. She's more of a bit like a chonkarita at this point. Oops. Hi Preston, welcome back. Did you manage to find your merchandise? No. I had an event on Saturday and I have some missing stuff. I've checked my bins, the car, I've checked everything. Yeah, so either I misplaced them and put them somewhere weird, or I miscounted, or I was stolen from that event, which sucks, if that's true. I don't know. I think I probably made a mistake somewhere. So hopefully I'll look through my stuff somewhere weird and be like, ah, there it is. She's a chunky plant. Yeah, she's a little chunky, but that's okay. That means she's well taken care of, right? We came to see you, and then some Pokemon art. Hell yeah. So, oof. I've not done much drawing since I've been back. I've had some major art block. It's been kicking my ass. The fridge. Honestly, I probably should check the fridge. Also, welcome in, Tommy. Welcome, welcome. I hope I said your name right. Let me know if that's wrong. I did draw... I'll show you guys some stuff I've drawn since I've gotten back. Because I've mainly just been doing, like, sketches and stuff. Sorry to hear that. We'll are from a... No. The thief is probably me because I did something stupid and I miscounted or whatever. I would not be surprised if my cat snatched one. I don't think she did, though, because she wasn't in my business when I made those. She likes to watch my Cricut sticker cutter, and I wasn't using that machine, so she wasn't bugging me that day. But she does like that. Hi, so Bianca, welcome in. But we are on Bayleaf today in terms of art. I made this as like one of my first artworks back, because I was thinking of like the whole iPod with Vocaloids in it. I don't know. I've been sitting on this one, and I might turn this into a keychain where there's like that glitter sand in the back, so like you can tilt the keychain and play with it, and the pretty sparkles go everywhere. I don't know yet. I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure if I like the artwork enough to turn it into a keychain, but that's one of the things I've made lately. Cricket Coder go burr. Miku, yes! I love Miku. That'd be nice. I think it would be fun too. I gotta sit on it a little while longer. I think that... Yeah. Miku, yeah. I listened to a Teto song recently, Teto Metal. Oh my god. My poor dad. So, the event I went to was a Vocaloid event, and they were playing Vocaloid music the entire time, which makes perfect sense. But my dad doesn't know anything about Vocaloid, so he's sitting there like... He asked me, like, why are the genres so different? Because it will play, like, a very poppy song, and then it'll play a very metal song, and he's just sitting there, like, trying to wrap his brain around it. But yes, we're drawing the Johto Pokemon now. Is it exclamation mark? Maybe it's a slash. I don't know, it's been a minute. Oh my god. Is it slash jump? Let me check. No, it is not slash jump. Command's just not wanting to work. Honestly. Oh no, you're jumping. Okay, it's working. If you guys are on Twitch, you become a little cat on the screen, and you can make them jump and all that fun stuff. I don't know how to do it through YouTube, unfortunately. 'Tis a bit of a delay, I guess. Yeah, that too. Okay. Let me see. I did already grab a reference, so we don't have to fart around looking for the reference. Got you guys up in the corner so I can read. You know, reading is nice. Have you ever played Limbus Company? No, but I keep hearing very good things about it. And I like a lot of the songs that Millie does for them, for Limbus Company. You have a job interview in 2 days? Congrats! He misses the days where all the people wore spandex and their hair was permed 3 times bigger than their head. Yes, congratulations. I hope your interview goes well. I hope you nail it out of the park. I don't know if Bayleaf's head is that small. Let's start a little bigger. Why is there not an orange cat? Not a tiger, but an orange cat. This was not my plugin. I grabbed an already existing cat pack. Drawing the basic shape of bay leaf. Yippee! It always starts at the circle, absolutely. Because this is going to be the little head up here. I'll keep that face for now. One of the best advices I was given when it comes to art is to start with shapes. Simplify everything into shapes, especially complex things. A head is not a head, it is a circle. That's why you see him start with circles a lot. On Friday, I had 3 very good news come to me all within 1 hour. I got scared. It's like, this can't be happening. Too much good all at once. Gotta make this one thick too. It's the only right thing to do. It was like auto-saving and refilling my HP and health points. Oh man. Look at this. She's got the stubbiest legs known to mankind. Let's see here. I'm using an anime screenshot as my reference from a Bay Leaf episode. Why do I hear boss music? I have just a random Genshin playlist going on right now. Because Genshin, for all of its flaws, I love the game, but it's not perfect. It has a incredible soundtrack. I love listening to this soundtrack. Although, oh, this leg goes like this, huh? Makes sense, makes sense. There's a playlist? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can just look up Genshin OST and you'll get all sorts of stuff. My Flins is doing big crits, hell yeah. Do I like Final Fantasy? I don't know a ton about it, but I do like Final Fantasy VII. I know that's a very original answer, but that is the one I am most familiar with. You can't hear any music? It should be working. Oh my god. It's back. It's going now. This is a Sumeru playlist. It's gonna play Fontaine next. There's music in the intro, yeah, because those are on different tracks. So the starting soon screen has the music attached to it. This music is attached on a different track, and sometimes I forget to unmute it. Look. I was under the assumption that it was quiet like usual. Fuck. Well, it should be going now. There we go. I stopped playing, but I still listen to the OST. Yes. Look, listen. First stream back, I have an excuse. You know. It's not like my streams are always scuffed like that. Don't worry about it. Goose Ghost! I love your character design. Oh, hi! Welcome! I'm so glad you enjoy them. Welcome in. Music-wise, I've been kind of getting back into metal, even a little hardcore. Well, nice. Low cortisol is underrated. Don't beat yourself up. Oh man. I gotta keep my cortisol levels low when I can. Although now this bay leaf looks super derpy. Bay leaf, what have I done to you? Welcome to Jurassic Park. She's got like bigger little leaves. And they do show on the side as well. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Cool, what kind of metal? I like doom metal, like in the style of Doom. Metal music is not one I interact with very often. Found a band that I've been really getting into, because they have some pretty unique ideas, like having some of the most thunderous guitars I've ever heard, and their vocalist is brutal, putting it lightly. Rip and tear. Let me see. I think it's gotta have that little mouth where it's like, meow. And then the jaw. He looks so derpy though. Maybe his head is too tall. I need to squish it. How would you put that vocalization into letters? I have to draw the leaf on her head too. She's not much of a bay leaf without the leaf attached. So now her leaf is different from Chikorita's because it has like a little bite mark out of it. I might need a new reference to get a better look at the leaf on her head. Yeah, so it's like pretty close to the same. It's just got like a big chomp mark. Yum. And I think maybe what I'll do is I'll curl it inward. We're just figuring out the general shapes right now. Although now that doesn't look like a leaf. Let's... Yeah, I think I made her too tall. Like, I need to squish her down a bit. Just a bay, nom, twin. She's just living her best life, you know? And of course, we've got the little claws on the edge of the feet. How many of you played any Johto title or even the new Legend ZA? How many of you picked Chikorita for your starter? For me, in the original games, I picked Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's my favorite starter, so sorry, Chikorita. Cyndaquil is Gen 2, right? Yeah. But for Legend ZA, I did pick Chikorita. Wait. That reminds me. I gotta show you a plushie of Chikorita. It's the best plush. I need to find an image of it. Or not an image, a GIF. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. I'm gonna turn the music off. Sorry, I have a bias for Unova and picked Tepig. I think I picked Totodile. No! Okay, guys. What window is this on? I need this to go. Look at him! I wanted to find this plush so bad, but I couldn't. He just spins. I love this plush. There's a Hoppip that does the same thing, and it just like you know, like a helicopter spin. Is there a... I whip my hair back and forth song is playing. I love this plush, man. I don't know where I would find it. I was hoping I could find it in Japan, but I didn't. But yes, I thought you guys might appreciate that. Spin to win, exactly. It's so me. It's a mood, isn't it? Alright, I think we've got a general sketch down for our little bay leaf. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the mouth the way it is, but for now it is like where it will be drawn. So I might play with that a little later. But let's go ahead and name this bay leaf. Reminds me of that one chef whose partner places an on-theme Pokemon in the background of each of the videos. Oh, need Twitch points to redeem to make your hair do that. I think the only hair toggles I have are, you know, make it longer or shorter. I've been having the short hair for a while because it's been hot outside. Yeah, so I can do a ponytail. I don't show this one too much. The bald, yeah, I don't have a bald toggle on this model. I forgot to do it. It was a bit of an oopsie. But that's okay, you guys don't get the cursed bald anymore. Yes, bald. I'll wear the ponytail for a bit. I don't wear that one often. Does your new model have the tiny mouth and the silly tongue out? I don't think I did any of those, and I'm kind of sad. I have the wave still, so I can wave at you guys. I have sparkle eyes. I've got some expressions, it looks like. This model was originally going to have multiple outfits, but I was struggling with the rigging. And I do have a coat. I did manage to get that. Too bad, yeah. Those were really fun in the past. I mean... Oh, I could really trip you guys up. The coat is cool, would wear. Yeah, I like the coat. I was actually inspired by the Fatui Harbinger's fluffy coats, and that's why I went with the pink for my model, but the black fur because of the Fatui coats. I thought they were nice. But here, great thing is you still have time to do any of it if you wanted. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna make a new model. I thought like once per year would be fun to see my art style evolve. But I'm not rigging as much as I used to, so I feel like my rigging skills are the same. But I am gonna do something though to mess with you. Not that. Actually, I just want to do this. I'm gonna put on the normal hair for a minute. Give me a second, guys. I want to have the Fatui coats be toggleable on the Fatui Harbingers. Okay, let me see. Is this showing? Yes, this is showing. Okay, okay. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. This is crazy. This is how much my art style has changed in a year. So, I think for this one, I might have to manually undo the toggles, actually. Am I seeing double? So for a long time, my model was the one on the left. And then... Did I smoke weed or something? The colors improved a lot. Yeah, so I decided to go full monochromatic pink for this next one. But my character's original colors are the black and red, which is what my other model to my left is. Are you more confident with your hand drawing, by the way? In the pictures, they seem really good to me. Well, thank you. Honestly, if it's on a tablet, I do okay. Traditional media, I'm horrid with. Because I rely a lot on the digital tools to like adjust stuff, undo stuff, all that thing. Your drawing sucks! Give up! I am your dad, no! Let me see. Can I undo some of the toggles so I can give you guys a better, like, comparison here? I just don't remember what I set any of my keybinds to for this one. Ah, yes, here we go. Here we go. Oh, that put the blush on my other model. See, I had a, whatever the fuck, the bald toggle on the other. Bald. Now I'm blushing. I don't even put that as like a fucking... Your face still looks like an egg. Yeah, egg. Gosh, you really like the shoulderless sleeves. Yeah. I like my detached sleeves. I know. I criticize Genshin for doing it a lot, but they're good. I like them. My eyes! Welcome in, basic sub. Welcome. But yes, there's the bald you guys missed. Hold on. We're gonna do the full-on, oops. Here we go. Oh. Oh, no. There we go. And then G, throw that off. Yeah. Let's see. Long hair. We'll do that. And then I need my outfit. My main outfit. There we go. Oh shit. Why am I all together? Fuck. Look. I don't know why it did that. It's my main model that's going all out of whack now. They're merging. There we go. There we are. So the funny mouth and the bald, I did not put on this model. They're becoming powerful. But yeah, comparison to the past, you know? Now we'll undo the bald so you guys can see the direct comparison. That chin, yeah. I got a long chin on the other model. Hi Glitch, welcome in. What have I returned to? I'm pulling out the old model for you guys because I had certain toggles on there that I don't have on this model. Sheriff Pumpkin, welcome in, welcome. Silly tongue, please. All right, I'll pull the tongue out and then I'm gonna throw it away. Okay. What was my tongue toggle? Is it? No. Which one was it? Tongue out. Oh. There you go. The tongue. You guys missed the tongue? Ooh. Thank you very much. Oh god. Oh man, I don't remember why I didn't do the silly ones on this newer model, but I didn't. Alright guys, I'm gonna put the old model away now. It was fun to play with. Bye bye. Yoink. Now I gotta fix my... There we go. Bye bye twin, bye bye. To the Shadow Realm, exactly. We've got a bay leaf to draw. I gotta finish one at the very least this stream. I gotta do something, man. We are going to... Alright, got you guys up. I'm constantly moving the chat box. Let's go ahead and get our brush. Is that Pokemon? Hell yeah. I did this last night. I drew a Chonkarita. I accidentally made her kind of fat. That wasn't intentional. Zephiel, hi, welcome in. Bayleaf's so cute, thank you. So I've drawn all of the 151 Pokemon. The time lapses are still being uploaded on social media. I have like a week and a half left. And then we're going to the Johtos. Charizard, I can pull up Charizard for you. Give me a second. Where is my Charizard? Bloop. This is the Charizard I drew. I think I made him quite cute. I think I pulled it off. Because he's usually like a tough guy. But Mewtwo, I have Mewtwo as well. I don't think I was as successful with Mewtwo. That one was hard for me. But this is my Mewtwo. He's got like the muscles going on and my brain's like, how the fuck do I do that? Oh yeah, there's Mewtwo, there's Charizard. What did you do to him? You know, he's an experiment, right? You know, they just mixed some stuff accidentally. Nakima, thank you so much for following, welcome. You know, the experiment went a little haywire on this one. Why he got a fat belly? Maybe he likes snacks. I didn't see one where I thought it wasn't good. Oh, well, thank you. I'll show you guys my favorite one real quick. Because it was one that caught me off guard. My favorite one I made was the Shelter. I don't know how I pulled this off. But I think I made him really, really cute. And so I like this one a lot. Tongue thought. Bro is Angie. Yeah, he big Angie. Looks like a cat. Yeah, I like cats. And, you know, I might have been biased in some of these artworks. Let's see. The one that's going to come out today is Kabuto. Kabuto is going to come out today. You'll see the time lapse for him. I do love how you add hearts. Yes! So that wasn't something I did at the start, but as I went through, I've just started to play with the highlights a bit. I was like, I like adding a little heart highlight. Just a little bit of personal flair to it. So you guys will see the time lapse for this one today. So, favoritism I see? Just a little bit. Yeah. We've done a lot of Pokemon. Gotta draw them all. Might take me years. Actually, it probably will take me years, but we'll get there. I have to draw Gen 10 that's gonna come out. Next year? I don't think we have a definitive date yet. It's just sometime next year we're getting Winds and Waves. Speaking of, is anyone excited to get Winds and Waves when it comes out? I need that stupid Pomeranian in my life. I don't even like dogs that much, but I love that Pomeranian. Imagine you draw on the wrong layer. Thankfully, I'm doing okay. I'm on the right layer. There's not that many layers right now to get incorrect, so we're doing alright. Later on, though? Debatable. Though that feels weird. It's like a straight line down. It is. Where's my old river? It does curve inward a bit. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. How was your trip to Japan? Do you have any more pictures besides the ones you posted? We can do it like the old days. Pull up a projector and explain every pic in 15-minute intervals. My trip was good. Thank you guys for your patience as I was gone. I can post some photos now that I'm back. I think my favorite day, and this is gonna come to no shock to anyone, is the Poke Park Kanto. Seto, hi, welcome. Yeah, my inner child just exploded. She went to Japan. I did! I just got back like a couple weeks ago. It was my dream trip since I was like 5. And you want to know why? It's because the trees were pink. I just was like, pink trees? And you didn't invite me? No, I didn't. I left you all at home. It was good. It wasn't easy because we got sick and stuff, but we made the most of it, I think. Turns out I might be allergic to the cherry blossoms because we went to one of the parks and I was just so congested. My eyes were watering. I was doing my best. They look so pretty, but I'm all sniffly and stuff. And I'm like, oh no, I think I might be allergic. But they were so pretty. So pretty. I can send some photos in the Discord if you guys are interested. But that looks weird when I do the curve like that. You're like, I love you, but you're killing my nose, basically. I had to pull out a mask when we were near cherry blossoms because they were just getting me. A VTuber being allergic to half of the living world seems on brand. Today I learned Vampire's true weaknesses are cherry blossoms. Rose sent me all her photos during your trip. Yeah, I think COVID-19, thankfully no. It was just a cold that we had. And then, you know, the allergies amplified it a bit. And we're like, okay, we wore our masks. We tried to not be gross. But I have beef with everyone who told me the trains were going to be easy to figure out. They were not, okay? As someone who was not familiar with public transportation in the first place, they were confusing as fuck. So many exits, so many entryways, so many lines. Dear God. Especially in Tokyo, what the fuck? I know you're debuffed now. I can just marry you cherry blossom trees. If you want to make me all sniffly, yeah. Even today I'm kind of sniffly. Maybe the local pollen is getting to me a bit. It's also, like, very crowded during the spring, so there was a fuck ton of people. I knew that going in, but damn. Did you take the fast way? Yeah, I took the Shinkansen. That, holy shit. You know how typically on like planes and buses you can stand up and walk around and whatnot? Did it go 500? No, we did pull out our trackers and it was like 200 miles per hour, and it even then trying to walk up while it was going full speed is not a good idea. Like, you can do it, there's a restroom on board and stuff, but oh my god, like whenever it took a turn I was like, oh dear God. It's 5 a.m. here and I'm still wide awake. I have some fam debt to clear. Well, if you can get some sleep soon, try to. I would be so overwhelmed by the crowds alone. Tokyo? I'm gonna fact check myself real quick before I say this part. I just want to make sure. Okay, so the Tokyo trains move about 2 to 3 million people a day. 2 to 3 million people go through the Tokyo stations every fucking day. And there are 37 to 41 million people living in Tokyo. It is really crowded. There are people everywhere. And the train stations, holy fuck. You either need to know where you're going or get the fuck out of the way. Like, they lied. I actually think they're working on the 500 mile per hour trains. It's not in commercial use yet, but I think that's the next leg up, is the higher level trains. Yeah, a lot of people. Definitely when I went away from the Tokyo area and went to explore other parts in Japan, it got a lot more chill. Like, I think one of my favorite days in terms of just the chill nature of it was Hiroshima. Like, it was just such a different pace, and it was nice to slow down and admire the sights. Just make beds go 500 miles per hour so we don't have to leave them. Yeah, going to the bathroom at 200 miles per hour is not as easy as you might think. Ugh. Also, dude, the thing is, the IRL streamers have ruined everything. There is definitely an anti-tourist sentiment there. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Most of the people I encountered were super sweet, super kind, but those that do not like tourists will let you know that they don't like that you're there. In my experience anyway. It's not like they went out of their way to be rude, but they, you know, they made it clear that they didn't like us there. Bye. And it is more expensive. Yeah, starting in November in 2026, they're changing their tourism tax policies and stuff. And I think they're gonna allow certain over-touristy areas have tourist-specific tax. So if you're a tourist visiting there, you're gonna get charged like twice or three times. Thrice. Stop escaping my mom. There's that kind of people there. Yeah, I ran into a few. It was mainly at restaurants, interestingly enough. Like, we would be sat down for a restaurant, and then, like, a local will be sat down next to us, and after looking at us, they would ask the server to be moved. And I was like, that's okay. Okay. I was like, are we breaking some, like, table manner rule that I don't know about? Like, I thought I did all the research leading up to it, but no. They just don't want to sit next to foreigners sometimes, I guess. That's smart. It encourages both investment in other areas and also tourists to go to other areas. And honestly, I don't mind if places who are getting overrun by tourism do these measures. Because it's making the place harder for everyone, not just the tourists who come, but the people who live there too. Did you visit the countryside or one of those 40-story shopping centers? I think the closest we got to being away from the big cities would be the Hiroshima day. Like, Hiroshima's still a city, but it was just a completely different vibe. I'm gonna mute myself real quick to blow my nose. Like, I think in Kyoto, for example, their local trains are one of the older ones in Japan, and it just cannot handle the influx of tourists that are coming in on the trains. So I think they're gonna start doing some higher taxing just to help manage the crowds a bit better. There was that one MF on a train that was shouting the Hiroshima Nagasaki, and I'm like, yeah, it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful, and it sucks that there are certain people who go to these places and are intentionally being rowdy and disrespectful. It's just not cool. When you visit a place, you are a guest in their country. You're not gonna get it perfect. You're gonna make mistakes, but there is a difference between being intentionally disruptive versus trying your best and making those honest mistakes as you go and learning from them. But I think some things like the tax-free shopping is going away. Because typically for tourists, you can get tax-free if you spend over like 5,500 yen, I think it is. But instead of doing it as you go on your trip, you're just gonna start keeping the receipts and then redeeming your tax-free stuff at the airports instead. You know, some changes like that. But if you guys are interested, look into the November of this year changes that are coming to Japan. Johnny Smiley is probably one of the biggest examples of what not to do. Yeah? Isn't he the one that just got put into prison in Korea? Or is that someone else? I know there was a streamer that... Yeah, it was him. That's the guy. Yeah. Honestly, it's just whenever I see stuff like this, I think of the chart. The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. So... for 6 months, I think, or something. I'm calling it. In 50 years, they're going to build a whole city where stores have to stay in. 6 months is way too low. It doesn't seem like... Yeah, he did a lot of really disruptive stuff. And it wasn't just in Korea, either. I'm not, like, fully up to speed on everything he's done, but I know enough to where he got busted pretty badly in Korea, and they held him for a while. And I know a lot of people were wondering, like, is he even gonna get in trouble? Or are they just gonna send him out? The guy knows he's being disruptive, and he mocked the people who went, like... Really? He mocked them? If that's true, that's just dumb. Imagine... Yeah. No, I don't think we even need to imagine. It's like, if you're getting yourself into trouble, man, you don't want to mock the people who are in charge of your trouble stuff. Trouble stuff? And who are in charge of your fate. I'm trying. It was in Japan as well. He was going around saying a whole load of racist shit. Yeah, that's not cool. Right now, he could be in it for about a year. I guess we'll just have to see. If anything... regardless of how long he's there, I hope this is a lesson to just be respectful, you know? Like I said earlier, there's a difference between honest mistakes and going to be disruptive on purpose. Like... I don't know who it was, or if it was just a regular, not a regular tourist, but, you know, like a not public figure who was doing, like, pull-ups on cherry blossom trees. It's like, you do not touch the cherry blossoms in Japan. You do not. The most you can do is, like, if there's a branch and the petals are at the very end, you might be able to touch a petal or two. But you do not do pull-ups on cherry branches. Like, that should be a no-brainer. It's like, you can take photos near them, you can take all your beautiful shots, but you don't, like, you don't do that shit. Just don't be an asshole. Exactly. He should be banned from traveling. No-fly list. Yeah. There was no mistake in what he was doing. He's probably gonna spawn imitators. Yeah. We should ban streamers from going outside with streaming equipment. Travel banning is good, but they should put him for life. I don't know enough about the situation to determine, like, whether it's too light, too harsh, etc. I just hope this is a lesson that multiple people can learn from. Your TikTok views are not worth disrupting people in this way. You know, I miss when pranks were supposed to be funny, you know? And I know he wasn't doing pranks, but, you know, in terms of, like, lightheartedness, fun, you have to know the people you're pranking. 6 months is not enough, though. Look, I'm not arguing that it's a decent sentence or whatever. I just don't know enough to give an accurate idea, you know? Got Bayleaf's little tail. Pranks are swapping someone's mouthwash with orange juice. Exactly. Pranks, to me, should be harmless. Harmless and good fun. You know? And you need to know your audience, too. It's like when you prank little kids, you gotta know your kid, because they might cry if you do something really mean. So it's like, We'll use your example. Does swapping the mouthwash with orange juice do we know the kid or the person well enough to where they'll think it's funny, or will they be like, oh, come on, that's gross? Like, I think pranks that destroy property, not funny. Those are not pranks. Pranks that put people in distress, not funny. That's just harassing people at that point. You're not a legal streamer? Ah, damn. Got a little Bailey fi. I don't think the other eye is gonna show on this. It's just a prank, bro. Does you do more? Yeah, that's not an excuse. The little eye. Sorry about that, my nose just started bleeding. Colonel, welcome in. Thank you so much for the 43 months. Welcome, welcome. And thank you so much for being subscribed all this time. Did it remind you of a certain streamer? Yeah, I get ya. It's good to discuss every now and then, but there's so many good things we can talk about related to tourism, too. Can't stay long. Gave a deal with a driver, crashed at the... What? Have to deal with a driver that crashed into the building where my What the fuck? What are you doing here? Go deal with that. What the fuck? I hope everyone's safe. I hope no one is injured. And I hope you can figure out what the fuck happened, because what the fuck? I hate it when that happens. Yeah, make sure everyone's okay. Call who you gotta call. It was a delivery? Oh. Oh. Well. I hope there wasn't good food in there. That's wild, man. Your Uber Eats is here. Non-injury, so incident report, and now I gotta clean it up. Okay, thankfully no injury. Glad to hear that. Just sounds like a headache, huh? Just adding a little leaf line, or trying to at least. Poor bay leaf. Maybe I can add the line as part of the shading. I've actually never ordered Uber Eats before. It's just like insanely expensive. Alright, we're almost done with the line art for Bayleaf. I gotta do the little leaf collar and then the little toes. Little claw toe thingies. This is the longest it's taken to draw a Pokemon. Every other one takes like 15 seconds. Yeah. Like, we need a Ditto drawn? There you go. There's your Ditto. Yippee! Blorb. Yes. I'm taking my time with this one. Chatting with you guys, catching up. seeing how long I can go, because my head does hurt a bit. Best ditto ever, you know it. Also, just saying, if any of you guys want ditto Pokemon plushies, the Pokemon Center still has some in stock. Usually those things are like sold out so fast, but there are some of them still up right now. So if there's a ditto plush you need in your life, just take a look. Girl, listen. I plead the fifth. This series was actually originally going to be dittos only, but then I decided, I want to actually draw them all. I can put ditto faces on them all later. I keep thinking about the ditto plushie you showed me that waves its... Yes! I might have bought that one, and then I bought a Pikachu that does the same thing, Astro, except for when you squeeze it, its ears pop up and down. If I had the extra money for merchandise, I'd rather get your stuff to be on. That's sweet, thank you. But yeah, there was two of those like little air bladders in the plushies to where it moves certain things. The Ditto makes its hands go up and down, and the Pikachu one makes its ears go up and down. I think this is like the courtroom track from Fontaine. The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, yeah! I don't know if they ever re-released or you saw it later, but when I was a kid they had a Pikachu where if you clicked its paw— Yes! Oh my gosh. They had Pikachus that would do all sorts of cute things. I think I have one of those. It's just, of course, it doesn't work anymore, but it's like a chubby one. Wanted to say this earlier. What's up? Did you see Iron Mouse's cover of Final Fantasy music? I have not. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have not really kept up with the VTubing community at all. I find myself just slowly taking steps back away from the VTubing community as a whole. That's okay, just throwing you a couple things you might have missed. Yeah! Our mouse is cool. Same, to be honest. You planning on becoming a flesh tuber? No. I like the concept of VTubing. The, you know, not using your face, having a little avatar that you can move. It's just the community is just exhausting. So I don't think I'll, like, stop having the avatar on screen, but it'll just be more of like a medium of how I get my content out there and less about like a community for me. Too much craziness going on. I think it's okay just to interact with the VTubers you like rather than looking at the broader aspect. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. You know, interact with the ones you like, the ones you enjoy, and just vibe in your own lane, you know? It feels like everyone is about the shock value of saying crazy things. Well, attention is currency, right? We live in this world where attention is a very valuable currency, and depending on the person, you know? They are willing to go to certain lengths to get that attention. Basically like the beginning of YouTube. It's kind of crazy YouTube has been around for as long as it has. I'm almost done with the leaves. I'm just eyeballing it. Making sure I like where I placed them. Not saying you have to, but I do miss some of your older content that wasn't Genshin. Followed you because I enjoyed your AI take. Ah, yes, my older stuff. Yeah, I don't make too many of those these days, huh? I do have a passion video that's gonna come out this Friday about Pokemon Kanto Park. So like that'll be a fun break from what I normally do. But these days my long form stuff is more gacha, and it's my short form stuff that's like more Pokemon related. It's kinda interesting to see how things have evolved over time, huh? Thinking about this little leaf collar. So I know it does continue on in the back and you would see it. It's just bugging me a bit. Aloha everyone, hello! Welcome in at Just Us Phillips the cartoon. Welcome. We're drawing bay leaf. We're about to start the best part of the art process, which is coloring. You can see how you've progressed and changed in life just by watching videos. It's kind of crazy to think because it was May. Yeah, it was May. Since May, I've been posting every week consistently for like 2 years. I keep hearing things from the stream and I want to say stuff, but the game I'm playing keeps jump scaring. Focus on your game! How's everyone doing? I'm okay. How is everyone? You guys already heard the spiel from me. I'm trying to get myself oriented back to a normal schedule. Why did it only... Do I have an open line somewhere? Ah, I think I do. Interesting. Yep. Right there. Just subscribe to the channel. Welcome! Thank you so much. Hope you'll enjoy it here. Streams are not as often as I would like them to be, but we're just doing our best with what we got. I upload every Tuesday. New video every Tuesday. Your drawing's amazing. Thank you. I'm good. Hiding in a room because I tripped an alarm and I'd rather not get brained. Oh shit. A bit sore throat, but if I go to bed early, it should be fine. I hope so. Sore throats are not fun. We're gonna use Chikorita. And I'm gonna look up a bay leaf reference for colors as well. Although the colors are very similar to Chikorita, she's just more like a yellowish green for the body instead of this green on the screen here. Okay. I think we'll use... it's a little too yellow. I'm looking for a color reference. So I want it to match, but I don't want it to be inaccurate. You know what? I think what we'll do is use the same line art color. And then I'll go from there. Your model's lovely, thank you. Girl, take your time getting back to the swing of things, I swear to God. You plan on doing a stream with someone else ever again? Could do a duo drawing stream, honestly. I don't know as of right now. I am struggling with the fact that I have discovered that certain things guarantee migraines for me. And unfortunately, streaming has been one of those. Like, I'm gonna end today's stream and have a migraine. And this next part pains me, because hanging out with people in real life does that to me too. It's like, I want to hang out with my friends more often, but every time I do, I get a migraine. So it's like I have to be prepared to have a migraine day when I do these things, which kind of sucks. And it's the same thing when I collab with people. I always get a migraine after the fact. And it's not that it's not fun. I enjoy it a lot, but there's a price I have to pay every time. Ampharos or Quagsire next? I'm going in order of the Pokedex row, so they should be coming up. And, I mean, I love Wooper, so we're gonna have fun with those. I'm a writer, mostly a fanfiction one, but I mainly write 2000s cartoons. Oh, cool! So I think what we're going to do is going to take the base that I used for Chikorita and just change the color on the color wheel to be more yellow for bay leaf space. So it's like takedown, you take damage of your own every time. Exactly! And it's always a good time, but I just have to be prepared for migraine management after the fact. We got the little toes, the little claws. And I believe that the leaf is pretty similar too. We'll start there. Leaf. Need to tell the doctors to skip 50 years into the future of medicine. Dude, my body is all fucked up, man. The joys of trying to manage, you know, chronic stuff. It's fun. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. What color eyes does Bayleaf have? Is it really red? Interesting. Okay. I'll have to do a red eye. But thanks to that, we get your cute Pokemon drawings. Yes. I'm gonna get them all done. Like I said, it might take me years. But I love Pokemon so much. I'm happy to do it. And it gets me out of my comfort zone as well. Drawing Pokemon I would have never really tried to in the past. Do you think you would be doing this if you didn't have that eye accident? Like streaming? No. If I did not injure my eyes, I would probably be a dentist by now. I would have just continued learning, gotten my degree, gone to the dental school. I would be finishing it up about now, or if I decide to go higher up, I would be still in school for dentistry. That would have been my life. But now that everything happened, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give my art dream a try. You know? Don't give up on it until I've at least tried to make it come true. One less dentist, yay! I originally, as a kid, I was like, I'm gonna do orthodontistry. Because I had to do braces as a kid and it sucked. And I was like, I would be able to connect with patients because I, too, had braces and I know how that felt and how annoying it was. But then as I grew older, you know, that injury changed my life completely. So that got thrown out the window. No! Will Stenson, I love you, but I don't want to get copyrighted. Ah! Ah! One of his covers started to play. I gotta loop my music. It is kind of crazy though to think about, because without I had braces, then wisdom teeth came in and screwed. Yup. Ah, good old wisdom teeth. I remember my parents telling me, they're like, we spent too much on your braces. The moment we see your wisdom teeth in the scans, we're yanking them out. And they weren't messing around. I lost my winter break because I spent it recovering from wisdom teeth. But without divulging too much detail, after I had my surgery on my eyes, I was blind, and I didn't know if I was ever going to get my vision back. So I spent a lot of time thinking, like, what the hell can I do with no sight? And very thankfully, you know, I got my vision back to some degree. So I'm able to do stuff like draw and travel and whatnot, but my life suddenly went from independent, going to college, doing my thing, getting the knowledge, you know, all that stuff, to I can't get around my house. like I had to put a mental map of everything in my head so I wouldn't run into stuff. It was a very dramatic change, and I had to prepare for the possibility of never getting my sight back again. And I was like, what can I do? So I'm very lucky that I got my vision back, and I'm able to give my dream a shot of being an artist. Do you use the blue light? Yup, I have blue light protections on my glasses. They pulled a whole bunch of teeth from me as well during the operation. Wisdom teeth as well. Had like 5 or more teeth in a plastic container. Oh my gosh. It must have been terrifying. I mean, yeah, it was scary. There was just a lot of unknowns at the time. Because even the surgery I didn't know would be a success until years later. And that's why I wasn't able to leave the house, because if I got something in that eye again, it would have been over. So I had to be very, very careful. But I think being careful really paid off. Oh, I'm trying to draw with my eraser, and I'm like, it's not working. I said if you could have robot eyes. There we go. I was actually, that was a really big discussion, was having a crystal eye. If things like didn't work out as well. And I was like, how expensive are crystal eyes? You know, what are my customization options? Like, do I get to change my eye color whenever I want? You know, freak people out. But thankfully, you know, that did not come to pass. How will you fill the void of not playing Winds and Waves yet? I'm hoping to get a Switch 2 maybe later in the year, and then I'll play Pokopia, because I really want to play Pokopia. You can do the glass eye. Exactly! It'd be like, oh, just excuse me 1 sec. I need to pop out my eye and readjust it. I would have made the most of it, I think, if that's how it went. If I had a glass eye, I'd be the one with the English? If I had a glass eye, I'd get the ones with the little design. Yeah, you can do a bunch of really cool shit with them. I did the shadow backwards. Yum. I'd also get a really cool eye patch. You know, get one with like a really, really sick design on it. The one I had at home was just like a plastic eye patch you get after eye surgeries and stuff. And that worked great until my cat decided it was her new toy. And she started to bat it around the house. Little fucker. Make your glass eye a Wi-Fi hotspot. There you go. Make it multifunctional. So you're a pirate for a short while with the eye patch. Only at night. So I would wear it at night to not, What? Ko-Fi shop? Dreamy, thank you! That's really sweet. I did not know I got Ko-Fi alerts. On stream. I didn't know I set that up. Well, that's awesome. Add glow for my little things. So yes, I was a pirate at nighttime when I had to wear the eye patch because there was a theory that I might have hit my eye in my sleep. And that's what caused some of the damage. So my doctor was like, just to be safe, we're gonna make you put the eye patch on and you have to sleep with it. I'm like, okay, fine. It actually wasn't that irritating, to be honest. It was just like, okay, whatever. You need to talk about services more. Tell people you drop models, rigs, and that. It always feels awkward trying to, like, advertise. Because, like, yes, I take commissions, yes, I draw stuff, but I also, you know, you guys can watch art here. You don't have to pay for art. If you want something specific done, I can work with you, but otherwise, sit back, relax. We're getting there. Bayleaf is coming to life. Why starters can only be 12.5% female? Rerolling isn't paid? Is that what the official statistic is? I knew it was harder, but I didn't know by how much. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Oh? False alarm? No! Ugh, excuse me. Did you know Nox is a AAA art? No. No. That's where I want to be one day. People all around the world. No! Thank you. Oh, there's a little gap in my highlight there. Bye, go back. Leonardo da Vinci, Christ Tears of Joy.
Antivirus cheered X500.
Auntie, thank you so much for the 500 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. Leonardo da Vinci would scowl if he saw my work and be like, what the fuck is this? Is this what art has now become to? Is the save alert loud? Is it loud for you guys? On my end, it's okay, but also my audio settings are probably different than the output settings on the stream. So if it's too loud, I'm happy to adjust. Well, thank you, Preston. We're almost done, guys. And then I will be ending the stream for today. I know we only got one Pokemon drawn, but you know what? I think we were able to catch up, and that's a good thing. Did some more chatting than drawn, but we still managed to do both.
Are you daft? Remember to save!
Thank you for the save. Alright, how is that volume-wise? I'm gonna go ahead and save. We are going to add the sticker outline. Always good to catch up. Yeah. I believe... Oh, what was the line thickness I did? Chikorita, tell me. 94. Damn. Okay. 94. Oops. I know how to type. There we are. And then, so the machine doesn't cut it weird, we'll fill in these holes here. Hooray! There's our little bay leaf. Get some good rest and keep away from those allergens, right? Well, just to share some positive energy. My migraines have gotten better recently. Yay! That's awesome. Do you have a cricket cutter? Yes, I do. I got one of those cricket machines and my cat likes it. She likes to watch it. Okay. I am just saving this to my computer so I don't forget. This is Pokemon 153? Is that right? Yeah, 153 with Bayleaf. Not 163, 153. I know how to type. Then we'll do the sticker version. Save as 153 Bayleaf sticker. Yahoo! Alright, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what the future of streams hold. I don't know if I'll be able to do it consistently. I don't know what it will be, but I will try. I can at least promise that I will try. Do you back up everything, right? You don't want your hard drive to corrupt and lose everything. Happens so often. I probably should. I probably should back up. You guys are gonna kill me, but I keep most of my files in my download folder. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's organized in the download folder, don't get me wrong. But it's all in there. Rest and recoup and get a robot brain. Honestly, at this point. Okay. Back up that shit. I probably should. Okay, get yourself an external drive. I'm losing my ability to speak. My brain gave me an hour and it's like, yep, you're gonna stumble over your words now. Enjoy. Get yourself an external hard drive and save it on that. You'll cry if you lose everything. That is true. That is true. Okay. What we're gonna do, guys, is for those of you on the YouTube side, thank you so much for watching. And thank you for stream. Take care. Oh no, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Yes, so YouTube, I'm gonna end the stream for you guys. I remember to make this one public this time. Last time I streamed, YouTube stream was private the whole fucking time. So I was like, we don't have YouTube people today. Well, it's because it was privated the whole the whole time I was live streaming. So it's public this time. We did that correctly. We'll see what the future of stream holds, but I should be able to continue the videos at the very least. Been very consistent with that, so you'll get your Tuesday release. On Friday of this week, you'll also get a Pokemon Kanto Park video release, which is a special one. I hope you guys will enjoy that, especially if you like Pokemon. It was a really fun day, and it's like a guide, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching, YouTube. I'm gonna let you guys go now. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye. Okay, so now that they're gone,